Oh, I want to meet my twin flame. Twin flame universe. No, no, that is not what divine union is. Divine union is not a twin flame. Let's get into the differences so you don't get sucked into a cult and have to live in the basement of a couple that clearly have codependent issues. If you know, you know. A lot of people get twin flame and divine union confused, so it's okay. A twin flame union, by its very definition, is a relationship where the two people mirror each other's triggers, wounds, trauma. Think of them as mirrors to one another, and they're so much alike that they are the catalyst for immense growth in a twin flame union. A divine union is a balanced and aligned partnership, and the difference is that these two characters in a divine union have done deep, intense healing work, usually before they met one another. So when they come into the relationship, they have a very focused and granular understanding of themselves. They're very self-aware. So they come together in emotional maturity, respect, and most important of all, a shared purpose. They usually are building something meaningful together, and that purpose usually has to do with strengthening and uplifting the collective. Here are 5 major differences between them. This is how you can tell the difference. Chaos versus stability. A twin flame union is often very chaotic because, again, they are triggering each other. They are emotional mirrors to one another. So, again, it's inciting deep growth on the level of the couple involved in the twin flame union. It is the catalyst for deep growth. Divine union comes together after this deep personal work that they have undertaken together or individually. Relationship is now a divine union because they no longer have to go through these mirrored triggers with one another to grow into their fullest potential individually and together. Number 2 is healing has to start first in a divine union. With a twin flame union, it actually triggers the healing. So they often meet each other in chaotic states of their life, or when they're not at their best, or when they're going through something really hard. And then the relationship itself is the trigger for deeper healing. In divine union, they have healed before they have met. They will still heal in a divine union. A divine union is an amazing catalyst for healing. But like, for example, my divine counterpart and I were in divine union. I did so much healing before I met him that now our healing work is him making me feel so safe, like a safety that I have never felt before, because he so embodies his divine masculine that it's healing wounds that I've carried since childhood. So it's going back and it's healing even deeper wounds than I myself could heal, because it's exemplifying to me what I was always worthy of. And yes, I'm getting teary and emotional about it because it is such a beautiful part of divine union. The love itself is triggering the healing, but it's my own personal healing because it's showing me the love that I was always deserving of and that I can never go without again. Number 3 is ego versus alignment. So a twin flame union will often activate one's ego. It shows you your ego. It shows the people involved where they have been tripped up by ego. Divine unions operate from alignment, purpose, and higher consciousness. So my divine counterpart and I meditate all the time together. We ground, we highly prioritize our alignment, our spiritual alignment, and we work together to understand not only is our individual purpose, but what is our purpose as a union. And together we work towards that purpose. It is our number 1 top tier priority. Number 4 is on and off versus consistent. And often you'll have these push and pull games, this hot and cold, avoidant, anxious behavior in a twin flame union because they are not healed and because they are acting from ego. Divine union has none of that. You'll be happy to know if you are sick of that push and pull, avoidant, anxious dynamic, and you are ready to consistently be chosen and to have safety at all times. Safety is the benchmark of a divine union. Twin flames are known for separation cycles. So they'll talk about how they had a period of being out of communication with each other, and they'll have periods where they don't speak and periods where it's where they're not together, and then they'll have intense periods where they're back together. Divine union is very consistent. It is safe. The last one, number 5, is lessons versus legacy. So with the twin flame union, it's all about the lessons that you're going to learn together. It's quite literally an awakening process to be in a twin flame union. It's often the relationship that prepares you for your divine union. A divine union is a relationship where you're both building something lasting. Love, impact, purpose. You often have a shared mission. So when I first met my husband, my divine counterpart, I was able to tap into this information coming from source that was helping me understand how I called in divine union, and that there was a process to call in divine union. And I wrote a book on how to call in divine union. And that is because I met my divine counterpart, and he instilled in me such a sense of purpose, a higher purpose. He woke me up to my higher purpose. Source was quite literally able to work through me in implementing that higher purpose and writing a book on divine union, but I couldn't have done it had I not met him. Divine union itself was the catalyst for me reaching my legacy, for me reaching my life's purpose and being able to write a book. Both twin flame and divine unions instill powerful lessons and personal awakening, but they do it in very different ways. Not every intense connection is made to stay. Like I said, often a twin flame union is the preparing ground, the training ground for you to be ready for your divine union. But a divine union is the kind of love that grows with you, not against you. And it's something that feels eternal in nature. And in fact, you will feel so familiar with your divine counterpart, you will feel like you've known them in other lifetimes, because you probably have. It is a reunion of sorts, not only to your divine counterpart, but to yourself. You wake back up to yourself at its most essential, pared down, spiritual, divine identity. If you feel like you're ready for divine union, check out the link in my bio.